It bugs me that everyday Americans are once again getting the shaft. And it used to be like, okay, at least Fox was looking out for people. Okay, now you guys don't even have Fox. I mean, you don't, okay? You have me and you have some other people that are streaming, and we care about you. You get my colleague Rob, who I have known him for so long. He cares about you over at 76 Research. We care. But there's a group of people out there at MSNBC, effectively state media. They're all state media these days. MSNBC, that want to actually make fun of you. I mean, they not only don't care about you, they think you're just sort of the scum of the earth. I mean, watch them here talking about people and making fun of the fact that people are worried about immigration. You look at the crime numbers. You look at what's going on in this country. We have every reason, okay, to worry about immigration. Every single reason to be concerned about our borders. When they're flying in 320,000 people in the dead of the night, taking them to various cities, and the cities don't even know they're coming. You think Americans shouldn't be worried about that? Watch what they think at MSNBC.
I mean, if you look at some of these exit polls, I mean, I live in Virginia. Immigration was the number one issue. I mean, again, these could change in Virginia.
Well, Virginia does have a border with West Virginia. Very, very contested area.
Build a wall. Like, what? I mean, if you look at some of these exit polls, I mean, I live in Virginia. Immigration.
Wow. So Rachel Maddow, who is probably one of the most irresponsible journalists I've ever, we can't even call her a journalist. She's an entertainer, right? That's just pure entertainment. One of the most irresponsible people I have seen on television. She's compelling. She's interesting. She's wild. I mean, the conspiracy theories. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, they always wanted to go after the likes of me for saying, you know, this dossier doesn't really make all that much sense. And yet she was stringing that thing out night after night after night. Any good reporter could read that and conclude what I concluded, which was that this was some kind of opposition research document. This was not an intelligence document. It didn't read like an intelligence document. It read like something that was get handed to Star Magazine that you'd see at the supermarket counter. So it didn't make any sense at all. And yet MSNBC and Rachel Maddow, they ran with this just breathlessly, and nobody called them out. But oh gosh, the New York Post finds out that Hunter Biden's laptop is under investigation by the FBI, which it was. And they report this and they lose their Twitter account. And likewise, people that were reporting this would get shut down. I mean, look, I've been through it, right? Happy to be on the other side of all of that, because there were certain things that you just couldn't say during March 2020. We shouldn't live in an environment where you can't say certain things. And yet, these people, the ones that want to make fun of you because you care about immigration and you're a little worried about inflation and these kinds of very important issues for everyday Americans, they make fun of it, and yet they're allowed to be on television and to report all kinds of craziness. Now, in the spirit of the First Amendment, I'm not saying you need to shut them down, but I am saying, hey, you know what? Let's be fair. Don't shut one side down while giving the other a free pass, because then you really are living. I mean, Atlas Shrugged, one of my favorite books. It really feels like that these days.